I sound like the love child of Suzanne Plachette and Danny DeVito.
Welcome to the Dating Transformation Podcast. Here's your host, dating coach, Connell Barrett.
Welcome back to the Dating Transformation Podcast. I am your host, dating coach Connell Barrett. I'm here to help you learn to flirt, gain confidence, and attract an incredible girlfriend, a woman who loves you for you. And to do all of this without any creepy pickup artist moves. In fact, we're using a superpower called radical authenticity, showing women your best, true, most confident, real self. And today I'm going to help you solve 4 or 5 big dating problems. If you are a guy who has struggled with motivating yourself to go out and approach women, if you struggled with approach anxiety, then this is an episode for you. If you struggle with texting, you're not sure what to say or how to say it, this is an episode for you. And if you go on dates, but the dates just don't seem to go well, women say, hey, it was nice meeting you, but I just wasn't feeling that spark, then keep listening, because we're going to talk about 4 or 5 common problems, and I'm going to give you 5 personalized Connell authenticity solutions. So let's get to it. And I'm going to take dating questions. These are actually questions that gentlemen have sent me on TikTok and Instagram. And so let's just get right to it. Let's take it one question at a time. Let's start with the first question. It comes from Jerry from TikTok. And Jerry shot me an instant DM, a TikTok message. And he said, hey, Connell, how do you smash through the approach anxiety? And how did you smash through approach anxiety? And how did you get motivated to go out and take so much approaching action? And that's from Jeremy. Thank you for the question, Jeremy. Okay, so if you want to take massive approaching action, but you're not doing it right now, here's what you need to do. First, you need to get disturbed by where you are. You have to look at your current state of inaction, be really honest with yourself and say, this changes today. You got to get disturbed and say, this changes now. Let me give you a story from my own journey about how I went from paralyzing approach anxiety to being able to approach women with a lot of confidence and great success. It happened almost exactly 15 years ago. I was at a Starbucks on Park Avenue in New York City on a Sunday afternoon. And I'm sitting at my table drinking my coffee, and I look over and I see this really beautiful, intriguing brunette who was reading a book while on her phone, doing a little bit of both. And I remember she looked like Katie Holmes. You might be too young to remember Katie Holmes, but in the late 00s, she was my big crush. And I wanted so badly to go over and approach her. So here's what I did. I got up, I walked over to her. She was sitting all by herself in the middle of this Starbucks. There was even an empty chair next to her. And I walked over and I walked around her and went to the men's room. Splashed some cold water on my face. I looked in the mirror and said, you can do this. You can do this. I walked back out. I went back to her table and I walked 2-3 feet away from her and I opened my mouth and nothing came out. And I went and I did this 1 or 2 more times. I sort of circled her chair and table like a frightened shark, too afraid to go up and try to take a bite. And here's what was holding me back. I remember thinking, oh my gosh, what if she rejects me? I'm going to feel so awful. I'm going to feel like women just don't like me. And then I thought, oh gosh, see those 2 guys over there? There were 2 guys sitting at a table nearby. If they see me get shot down by this cool, gorgeous brunette, oh man, I'm going to feel so embarrassed. It's going to be so awkward. And I went back over to my seat to try to, again, psych myself up. And about 5 minutes later, she gets up and she walks out of the Starbucks and out of my life forever. And I remember thinking as she walked away, oh, damn it, Connell. There's the 1,000th attractive, intriguing woman you could have gone and chatted with if only you'd taken that chance. You suck, you suck, you suck. I told myself you suck. Here's the thing. When I walked over there before she left, it was almost like there was an angel on one shoulder and a devil on the other shoulder. The little angel said, dude, go talk to her. You're a successful journalist. You're a good guy. You have a lot to offer. On the other side, the other angel was saying, no, what if she rejects you? You'll get embarrassed. And then eventually the devil angel just stabbed the devil stabbed the angel with a pitchfork, and the fearful, doubtful side of me won out. And I remember sitting down and writing out on this napkin, you suck, you suck, you suck. I got so mad at myself. And that was actually the moment I decided I had to fix my approach anxiety. I had to smash through this resistance, and I had to go out and take massive action. And that was the first day I went out and found the person who coached me first in terms of approaching women. And so even though that moment was really painful to me at the time, it was actually a good kind of pain because I transformed that pain into action.
I'm gonna read your mind. Ready? I'll bet that you would love to confidently approach women, get great matches on the dating apps, flirt with charm, and attract your dream girlfriend, right? But fear keeps you from approaching. You're not sure how to flirt. You struggle on the apps, and desirable women just don't seem into you. Well, I have great news. Dating coach Connell Barrett can help. He's guided thousands of men like you to more confidence and helped them attract their dream girlfriends. So book a free strategy call today to see if Connell's coaching is right for you. On your call, Connell or a team member will give you personalized advice to help you have more confidence, more dates, and more fun. Oh, and you'll be dating women as your best self, a charming gentleman. That's because Connell does not teach creepy pickup artist tricks. He unlocks your most confident self, so you can make authentic, romantic connections. Your next steps? Book your free call today at datingtransformation.com/contact and grab a time that works for you. Then you'll be on your way to more confidence, better results, and attracting bright, beautiful women. Oh, so you know, soon Connell will stop taking on new clients, so book a call today while you still can. Go to datingtransformation.com/contact and transform your love life. Bye.
I got disturbed. I said, no more. I am done. I am done with approach anxiety. I am done feeling not enough. I am done letting cool, cute, attractive women in New York City who were all around me walk by me without me ever taking a chance. I'm just done feeling like half a man to women. Now, that was a painful moment, but it was actually really powerful because that's what put me on the path I went on to become really great at dating and eventually to become a dating coach. So the short answer to your question is, if you want motivation to go out and really take action, get disturbed. Say, I'm done. I am done letting beautiful women walk by me without saying hi. Say, I am done telling myself I'm not enough. Say, I am done settling for loneliness or settling for women I'm not that into. I'm going to start taking action now, and then take some kind of positive action that very moment. You got to get disturbed. We don't smash through approach anxiety and resistance through magic. We do it by a decision, and that decision can start with you getting disturbed and saying, never again, I'm going to fix this now. Okay, great question. Let's do another one. Hey, Connell. Oh, sorry. This is from Nico. This is from Nico, who sent me an email. Hey, Nico. Sorry. Hey, Connell. Can you give me a texting tip that I've never heard before? I like that. Yes. Here is a texting tip that you've never heard before. I guarantee you this. I want you to text girls like you're a girl. Don't text them in some masculine, alpha, negging, bullshit, toxic pickup artist way. Text girls like you're a girl. What I mean by that is use emojis, use a lot of emotional language. I feel, what do you feel type of statements. Be very expressive. Text like a chick is what I'm saying. This sounds counterintuitive, but it works. My girlfriend, Jess, she told me before our first date, I love our banter. I love how we text. And on our second date, she actually said, yeah, you kind of text like a girl, but I like it because, hey, women love emotions, emojis, feel statements, playfulness. So make your text messages sound like you are a teeny bopper girl, and you're going to start getting a lot more responses from the women you text because they're going to like that emotional language that's being filtered through your best authentic self. Okay, I hope that one made sense. Next question comes from Jay Lane. Jay Lane asks me, hey, Connell, what if you could go back in time and give your younger self some dating advice about a big mistake you made, what would that be? Wow, that's a really good, deep question. What is the biggest mistake I've ever made? I would say among the biggest mistakes I've ever made, maybe number one, but in the top 5 for sure, would be going out on dates and putting on a front. Basically trying to be somebody I wasn't. Let's go with number 1. The biggest dating mistake I ever made was going out on dates and wearing a mask and trying to do an impression of somebody else who I thought she wanted instead of being my authentic self. Here's a quick story. There was a woman named Lauren, who I was absolutely madly in like with, massive crush. And I remember my first date with Lauren. I remember thinking she needs to really be attracted to me. So I'm going to play the part of this adventurous, outdoorsy adventure guy. Her dating profile mentioned how she likes men of adventure and she likes the outdoors. That is not me, by the way. But I said, I'm going to put on this persona for Lauren. So on our first date, I started to lie about all these adventure-y things that I claimed to be doing. I told her I swam with sharks off the coast of Costa Rica. I'm afraid of boats, let alone swimming with sharks, but I thought that's what she wanted to hear. I told her I was studying to get my airline pilot's license. I'm kind of afraid to fly, but I thought, oh, Lauren wants a cool adventure pilot type. And here's the thing. I am a terrible liar. I'm so bad at it. When I lie, my forehead starts to sweat. My face becomes a slip and slide. I look like Richard Nixon, in a hot debate. and here I am just lying my ass off to this cool woman on a date. And of course she friend zoned me. Of course she wasn't into me because she could probably tell I wasn't being myself. Even though she might not have known I was actually lying, she could probably tell that this guy is not being himself. So fast forward 1 year though. After I started taking a lot of great positive action and becoming really authentic on dates, Lauren and I met up again. She gave me a second chance. And on my second round of dates with her, by then I had discovered the power of being authentic and letting women see that best, fun, flirtiest, real me. So I was cracking my jokes. I was cracking dad jokes. I was teasing her because I'm a natural born smartass. I was named Mr. Smartass in my college freshman year dorms. I used to love Letterman because I have such a similar sense of humor. So I was teasing her. I was using my dad jokey sense of humor. I was being really vulnerable and real, talking about musical theater. I'm a musical theater guy. And all of a sudden, Lauren, I could see her getting really into me. And I moved in for that first kiss, and we made out and we dated for a while. She didn't become my girlfriend, but we had a really nice series of dates. And so the biggest mistake I ever made back in the day was being somebody I'm not. And the best thing I ever did for my dating life was to really show women that true, real, best version of me. Because here's the thing.
Rejection, ghosting, loneliness, lack of dates, and lack of confidence. For many men, dating just sucks. But it doesn't have to. There's a simple yet powerful way to gain instant confidence and attract a great girlfriend. Be radically authentic. It's all laid out in the #1 Amazon best-selling book, Dating Sucks, But You Don't. Your step-by-step guide to attracting wonderful women and doing it with total authenticity. Author and dating coach Connell Barrett has had and fixed all the dating problems that you struggle with. He's also helped thousands of men gain confidence and find love. He's put his best tips and strategies into Dating Sucks But You Don't, so that you can confidently approach women and get dates. Become magnetic and attractive, even if you're not tall or great looking. Always know what to say to make sparks fly. Get lots of great matches and dates on the dating apps and attract your dream woman. You can find Dating Sucks But You Don't on Amazon or wherever books are sold, in paperback, Kindle, and audiobook. Get Dating Sucks But You Don't today to transform your confidence and find your dream girl.
A woman is going to become very attracted to the real core you if she likes your type. There's no way she's going to be attracted to the guy you're impersonating, the cool pickup artist, the cool James Bond type dude. You can't keep that up for very long. Maybe you can keep it up for a date or two, but she's going to find out. So you may as well give her the good stuff. You may as well pour a shot of barrel-aged 180 proof you. Okay, next question. We got time for 2 more before my voice goes out. Let's see here. We did online dating already. We did texting. How about... Oh, here's a good question. Excuse me. Hey, Connell. Pardon me. Hey, Connell. This is from Randy from Instagram. Randy from Instagram asks, hey, Connell, what's your opinion on how often you text about how often you text a woman between setting up the date and going on the date? How should I text her? A lot, a little, not at all? Great question, Randy. Here's how often to text a woman between setting up the date and going on the date. As often as you want, as long as your texts are offering her value. You can text a woman as many times as you want, within reason, as long as you're giving her something. You're cracking a joke. You're asking her a good question. You're sending her a fun update about your life, your weekend. You're sending her a dog video. So you can text as much as you want, as long as they're texts that offer authentic value. If you text her bad, boring text messages like, how's your day? How are you? What'd you do this weekend? Hi. Or you're just talking about boring topics, then don't text her at all. But ideally, between the moment you set up the date and the actual first date, here's how you want to think of texting a woman between landing the date and the first date. Think of your text messages as movie trailers, and the first date is the main feature, is going to the movie. What does a movie trailer do? It gets us excited about going to see that movie. Similarly, your text messages leading up to that first date should get her excited about meeting up with you. You could text her things like, oh, hey, I just wanted you to know I got a new haircut, so I look really cute for tomorrow night's date. You could text her something like, hey, I'm at the gym getting my pecs ripped, so I'm going to be huge for you. Hashtag super nervous, hope she likes me. Basically, you want to crack jokes and give her glimpses of that true, best, authentic you. And she's not only going to not flake on the date, she's going to be excited about meeting you. I can't tell you how many women have texted me, oh, I'm super psyched about tomorrow. It's tomorrow. I can't wait. Or I remember when I had my big breakthrough aha about how to text women, one girl texted me, and I quote, I'm really excited to see your smart ass tonight. So yes, text between getting the date and the actual date. And think of it as coming attraction trailers for the big event. And then, hey, let's hope that movie goes great. Okay, we have time for one more question. Okay, we've already done 2 texting. We've done first dates. We did a big picture question about approaching. Here's a good one. Let's do one more approaching question. This one comes from This one comes from Aaron in upstate New York. He put his location here, and he's from Instagram. Aaron writes, "Hey Connell, what do I say when I approach a girl? What's the right thing to say?" This is probably the most common question I get is, what do I say when I approach a woman? What's the right thing to say? And here's the answer. If you want to know the right thing to say, there is no right thing to say when you approach a woman. What's most important that you do when you approach a woman is you fully commit to the approach. Just like Michael Jordan had to commit to driving into the paint. Just like an actor has to commit to a role. Heath Ledger committed to that role as the Joker in The Dark Knight. You have to commit to the approach. So stop worrying about what words you use and start focusing on fully committing to the approach, regardless of what words you use. Think about it. I could give you the single best, fanciest pickup line right now. I'll give you the words, but the words won't matter if you walk up to her and you're walking on eggshells and your voice is really soft and you ask permission with your eyes and your body is turned away. The best line in the world won't work if you're timid and small. But I could give you a mediocre pickup line. Like, hey, what's up? How are you? That's pretty banal. But if you walk up to a woman and you're standing tall, good eye contact, looking her in the eye, a little cheeky smile, and you say, hey, who are you? What's up with you today? And if your vibe says, I belong here, I am worthy of you, my authentic self is enough, then you could say something that's not very good and it'll go great. So stop worrying about the exact words you say, Aaron, and start focusing on fully committing with your voice, eye contact, posture. Let her know you're there and that you belong to be there. I will give you a little bonus tip though. If you want an awesome thing to say to any woman anywhere, here it is. I'll use your name just because you're the one who asked. Here it is. Hi, I'm Aaron, and I just wanted to say hi because I wanted to meet you. I'll say it again. Hi, I'm Aaron, and I just wanted to meet you. That's vulnerable. It's direct, but G-rated, so it's not creepy. And it's not sexual, so it's not creepy to her, probably. And it's beautiful. It's just a beautiful, vulnerable thing to do. And then the chips are going to fall somewhere. Who knows where they're going to fall, but they'll fall somewhere. Okay, that's a wrap. My voice is out of fuel today. My voice. I sound like the love child. I sound like the love child of Suzanne Plachette and Danny DeVito. But anyway, thank you for listening. And until next time, remember your dream, incredible, wonderful girlfriend. She's already out there and she already likes you as long as she meets the real, authentic you. Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Dating Transformation Podcast. For lots of free tips, videos, and other goodies, go to datingtransformation.com. See you next time.
Produced by Heartcast Media.